Guys, just found an abandoned Foster's. Check this out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the incredible features of the brand new Zhiyun Smooth 5S AI. Wow, that's a mouthful. In this video, I will show you how this gimbal works, the menu systems, the pros and cons, and my honest opinion. If you're in the market for a smartphone gimbal, this is the video for you. But do me a favor, please like, subscribe, and check out my other gimbal reviews as well. Full transparency, this gimbal was sent to me by Zhiyun for review. However, everything I say in this video is my own opinion, whether it's positive or negative. The Smooth 5S AI will come in 3 different packages: Standard, Combo, and Pro. And if you're thinking about getting one, I would recommend getting the Pro package, as the Standard package does not come with the AI sensor, which sort of defeats the purpose of the 5S AI, and the Combo is missing the extra magnetic light. And today, we'll be reviewing the Pro version. The gimbal comes in this beautiful Zhiyun branded soft case, and inside you will see the Smooth 5S AI gimbal, a mini tripod, 1 magnetic LED light, color gels, a USB-C cable, and of course the AI vision sensor. Balancing the gimbal is easy since you only have to worry about the roll axis, and I was able to balance both my iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Samsung Z Fold 3 in less than 30 seconds. Next, let's talk about specs and build quality. The 5S AI incorporates high-performance magnetic steel motors, offering higher efficiency, lower energy consumption, which translates to longer battery life. These motors provide quick dynamic responses, stronger torque output, and better temperature control, ensuring smooth and stable video shooting. I also like how you can change the pan and tilt angle by simply holding the motor in place for a few seconds. The design is what I would describe as retro modern, sporting some OG semi-transparent visual cues sprinkled throughout the gimbal. It reminded me of my old school era 2000 Digimon Tamagotchi. If you know, you know. The spray coating gives the gimbal a smooth satin but grippy finish. The handle's vertical texture and silicone wrapping ensures a comfortable grip. All the buttons are nice and clicky and in the right places as you would expect. Overall ergonomics are well thought out, no complaints here. The pan axis allows for a true 360 degrees unlimited rotation, while tilt and roll axis can rotate up to 349 degrees. There are no display screens on the 5S AI, and all of your gimbal modes are displayed on this dimly lit LED light bar. It is virtually impossible to see your modes under a bright environment, even on a cloudy day. In terms of stabilization, I tested the gimbal on both Apple and Android phones, and the main differentiator I found is the app performance. Specifically, I'm looking for the Cami app's compatibility with the camera's built-in optical image stabilization. Even though we're using a gimbal, you'll be surprised by how well the OIS will help smooth out any walking bounces and micro jitters. Starting with the Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max, it performs pretty close to the native camera app. It really is as smooth as the name suggests. Alright, this is the micro jitter test on the 15 Pro Max. We'll just be walking down the stairs, and if there are any micro jitters, this will be very apparent. Now I'm running down the stairs. Keep an eye on the handrail to make sure there are not a whole lot of bumps and micro jitters. Here we go. I'm walking upstairs. Walking up the stairs now. Now I'm running up the stairs. I tested the Android app on my Galaxy Z Fold 3. It weighs 271 grams, which is slightly under the 300 grams max payload capacity. It is important to note that only the Android version has the option to toggle on or off the image stabilization. They call it anti-shake. Please make sure you turn the IS on before using though. The image stabilization performance is Hit or miss, as you can see in this video, it has some micro jitters, some wobbles are introduced if you're not being careful. It still performs better than some of the competitive gimbal apps out there. But long story short, image stabilization works with the Galaxy Z Fold 3, but it has a long way to go before I would consider it optimized. I did not test the Android app with the Pixel phone because I don't have one, but maybe I'll get one for future testing.
Does the water work? Nope, no water.
Alright, let's talk about object tracking and gestures. Zhiyun was one of the first pioneers to introduce AI tracking back in 2017. Fast forwarding to 2024, Zhiyun added a new and improved magnetic AI tracking module. What sets the 5S AI apart from the original 5S is this detachable magnetic AI tracking module. It's designed for quick installation and integrates with the Zhiyun's app to allow gesture commands. This means you can control various functions with just a few gestures. Check this out. Alright, so the gesture control works very well. It'll recognize the gesture up to around 20-25 feet. So I'm right here, I'm telling it to stop tracking me. Okay, I'm gonna step back some more. I would say I'm a little over 20 feet now. I'm gonna go ahead and ask it to track me. Oh, this is to record, sorry. So now it is recording. Now I'm gonna ask it to track me. Okay. You're gonna track me, dude? Oh, it is tracking, see? Where it starts to have issues is when I get a little bit too close. It gets very confused as to what to do. But overall, I would say the tracking has been pretty exceptional. You can activate tracking using gestures or a single click on the rear trigger button. However, during my test, the app struggled to recognize some hand gestures, possibly due to the fact that the gimbal is still running on pre-production firmware. The AI tracking in a way seems like an afterthought where the hardware is developed before the software is ready. To give you a quick example, in the app, you can toggle on gesture controls with 3 different options: follow and record, record only, and follow only. However, this feature will stop working when the AI tracking module is attached. Once the AI module is attached and connected, the software will prioritize the AI module, which is fine, but now you will have to combine a separate set of gestures just to achieve the same thing. To start tracking and recording, you'll first need to make the OK sign, and then followed by the peace sign to start recording. Doing the palm gesture will only stop tracking, but not recording. To stop recording, you still have to repeat this peace sign. So I'm gonna do this. The light will turn green, and now the tracking has started. Just because the tracking has started, the recording has not started yet. So what you need to do is give it a victory sign. It'll flash, and you hear a tone from your phone. Now recording has started. And to stop recording, do the victory sign again, and boom, stop recording. To stop tracking, just hold out your hand like this. Maybe it's just user error, but I have a hard time finding a way to stop recording and follow at the same time with just the peace sign or just any gesture in general. Overall though, I am impressed with the tracking capabilities of the Smooth 5S AI, and it's worth noting that the hardware and software tracking perform very differently. Hardware tracking with the AI vision sensor is impressive. It can intelligently distinguish the original tracked subject from others entering the scene afterwards. The AI tracking is sticky and quick to reacquire the subject even if it's momentarily lost. For example, I stepped out of the scene and then back in, and the AI found me immediately and continued tracking. I'm gonna hide behind this pole. Did it find me? Oh, found me again. Pretty good. It is seriously impressive, and in my testing, it can work up to 25 feet in good lighting with an uncluttered background. The app-based tracking, on the other hand, is a different story. Now, to be fair, I have yet to test a gimbal that truly impresses me with app-based tracking. It can be hit or miss depending on the lighting and subject background contrast. At times, it is inconsistent, easily confused, and can lose the subject easily. Here's a fun little trick for you. If you track the top corner of the screen just right, it can cause the gimbal to spin in circles, kind of like a dog chasing its own tail. The one-click tracking feature is useful, but I often find myself activating it accidentally. Zhiyun, please let us remap the one-click tracking feature to the function button instead. One minor annoyance about this gimbal is the fact that after you're done tracking, it always defaults to lock mode. It would be nice if this gimbal would revert back to the original mode before tracking happened. So let's just say I started in follow mode, I activated tracking, I'm done with tracking, the gimbal should go right back to follow mode. The good news is that some of these issues seems pretty easy to fix, so I'm hopeful that Zhiyun will address them in a future firmware update.
Yeah, pretty cool. On top of the rooftop here. We're honking and all. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what it looks like up here. I'm gonna go back down before the cops come.
While we're here, let's talk about button controls. Starting from the front, you have the manual buttons that allow you to switch between spark capture and video mode. Unfortunately, for the life of me, I can't seem to figure out how to customize this in the Cami app. It would be nice if we can switch from photos, videos, panel, and so on with this button. Next to the manual button is a light bulb button and a scroll wheel. Long hold on the light bulb button will turn on all of the LED lights, including the built-in gimbal arm LED and the optional magnetic field light module that comes with the Pro package. Use the scroll wheel to adjust the LED brightness. Use the mode button to change the gimbal modes from pan follow, to lock, to follow, to POV, to vertical mode. Your current gimbal mode will be displayed on the LED light bar above the scroll wheel. On the side, you will have the power button and also the function button. Long hold on the function button to separately turn on the gimbal arm LED light only. On the left, you have a control wheel to control manual focus and zoom. Click the center button to switch between zoom and focus mode. Last but not least, we have the trigger in the back. One click to activate app tracking. Now keep in mind, this is software-based tracking, which is separate from the vision sensor. 2 clicks to center the gimbal, 3 clicks to turn the camera around, and 4 clicks to invert the gimbal for a selfie mode if you want to use the front camera with your screen.
Let's turn on the lights.
The Pro Kit includes one of these magnetic lights, and combining with the built-in LED, you get up to 1360 lux.
The LED light is actually very bright, especially with the external one as well. They both work very well together. Here's your labor laws, just in case you missed it. Okay, now I'm gonna head over here. Now this part is a little sketchy because I saw like a makeshift bed, and I half worry what I see. Oh, check out this safe. You think there's money in here?
This gimbal can support up to 2 of these magnetic field lights. Combining all 3 lights, you can get up to 2040 lux. Now this setup is perfect for low light settings, helping you capture cleaner images with less visible noise and artifacts. The Zhiyun Cami app offers AI shooting templates, a video editor, live streaming, and much more. Although some of these functions require additional costs, meanwhile, if you're an advanced or professional shooter, then you can use the StarCam app, which provides you with advanced features such as customizable framing, LUTs presets, and video bitrate settings. The Cami app layout on Apple and Android are largely similar, except for supported frame rates and the image stabilization toggle. As soon as you log into the app, on Android, a warning message will appear indicating that Zhiyun is aware of the inconsistencies in frame rate and is actively working on it. This is understandable due to the open source nature of Android in general. For instance, the app only supports 4K 30 on most Samsung phones, including my Z Fold 3, while it will support 4K 60 on newer Google Pixel phones. Interestingly, there is an experimental toggle that allows you to shoot 4K 60 frames on your Samsung devices, although this is to do it at your own risk, as not all functions are supported and you might encounter some weird bugs and errors. Performance on my iPhone 15 Pro Max is flawless as expected with most iOS apps. All functions work well, including the image stabilization and optical zooming, supporting all video frame rates.
Just imagine back in the days, people would sit here and just have a meal, have a nice Foster freeze.
My biggest gripe with the Zhiyun Cami app though is the lack of customizability and oversimplification. There's no way to program the menu and function buttons to suit my needs. I want the menu button to toggle through all camera modes and not just between the smart and video mode. Additionally, I like to program the function button to trigger tracking instead of using the trigger button. The great news is that all of these are software related issues, so Zhiyun, if you're listening, please consider giving us a firmware update to address some of these suggestions. The Smooth 5S AI, according to the website, boasts up to 26 hours of runtime and supports PD Type-C fast charging. You can even charge your phone using this Type-C port on the tilt arm, ensuring you'll never run out of power during your shoots. While I can't personally verify the 26-hour claim, I can confirm that the battery life is exceptional. It lasted me 2 full days of casual filming during my Legoland family road trip. To be transparent, I did not use the gimbal to charge my phone at all, and I've always turned off the gimbal when I'm not using it. Logically speaking, you can expect reduced battery life when the LED lights are on full blast or when you're constantly using the AI sensor for a long period of time. So there you have it, guys. The Zhiyun Smooth 5S AI is packed with features designed to enhance your videography experience. Now, as with any new tech, some quirks and bugs are to be expected, but the good news is that most of my complaints can be resolved through firmware updates. The Zhiyun Smooth 5S AI is an exceptional gimbal, and whether you're capturing everyday moments or professional content, this gimbal has everything that you need. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the bell icon so that you'll be notified when more tech reviews and tutorials like this in the future. Bye!